Go ahead and hit record. Oh, you can't hear me? Can everybody else hear me?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Brianna, she can't hear me. If somebody has Brianna's number, is Chelsea on here? Make sure you're connected to the audio, or somebody type in the chat to make sure she's connected to the internet audio. Usually it's on the bottom left, possibly the little dot. Somebody help her connect to audio, but her thing is probably not connected to the audio. But I'm going to hop right in here and talk all things social media, all things that you need to know when you go to post both Facebook and Instagram. And go down the list and all the things that I prepared. And I have notes. Make sure as you're hopping on here, you just mute your audio.
Are you listening?
If you guys can mute yourself or catch, let's see. I don't think that I can do, y'all. Let's see if I can mute so we don't have, there we go. And if you're on, mute yourself. I just muted as you, the bottom left corner is a mute button. Make sure you're muted so we don't get background noises. And then at the end, we'll do a little question and answer. If you guys have any questions that I didn't cover, be glad to cover them. But this specific Zoom, we're going to keep specifically for the social media and the info page. So I feel like for me personally, social media kind of came naturally because I have family all over the place, and I just wanted to keep them updated. And that is what our social media outlets are for, is simply letting people into your life, pouring into others. And we want to make sure that we're adding value to other people when we're posting online, that we're not just going and we have a network marketing business and we're going and we want them to see our business and we want them to come to us as customers. That would be the wrong heart to have. And we want to pour value into them. So what Abby Kappa has a really good, what do you call those, podcasts that's called Niche Down is how she says it. But I like to just think of your niche. What are you passionate about? Find a couple things that you're passionate about and share about those consistently. And then you're going to start to draw people, like-minded people around to you. Okay. So for me, what's my niche? I like to stay fit. So I'm typically working out. Kids are my niche. I have 4 very little children in ministry. So those are my 3 things that you're going to, if people know, if they go to Morgan Johnson's page, they're going to see one of those 3 things, right? They're going to see my family, they're going to see ministry, or they're going to see something about health, because that's what I'm really passionate about. So I strongly encourage you guys to be real. Don't go after what my passions are. Find your own passions and run with those. People want to know what's going on in your life. So don't feel like, oh man, people don't want to hear this. They really do. And especially right now during this COVID epidemic, people are at their houses. They're on their internet even more. So it's a beautiful business that we have, that we're able to share what we're doing and how we're staying on top of things, and encouraging one another. But I'm going to go back to the first thing that I said about being real. It doesn't mean that you have to be fake and you have to be on cloud 9 all the time. People want to hear your vulnerability. They want to hear that you're real people living a real life and how you're coping with things. So just invite people into your journey. And if you're on Instagram, stories are where it's at. Okay, so do a post or 2 a day. I wouldn't do any more than 2 posts a day on your personal pages unless they're getting awesome traction. Go for it. Find what's good for you and go for it. But for me personally, I try to post once a day, and sometimes I even forget to post an actual post, but I'm always in my stories, letting people see my face, letting people hear what I'm doing, something silly my kids are doing. You know, yesterday we were doing laundry and it was like, I'm done. And then I told the kids, don't get naked again and put stuff in the laundry thing. I don't want any more laundry. It's a bottomless pit, right? It got refilled after the 6 of us wore clothes for the day. So people think that's funny. They think it's a relatable. Be consistent on social media. Make sure your face is there. On social media, that is your open sign, okay? So you have to stay present there, and your consistency is going to build credibility, okay? The more that you post your life stuff and you're encouraging one another's and you're incorporating Plexus into those posts, you're building credibility. For me, it became natural because I already had a normal presence on social media. So people already trusted me. They knew who I was, and then I just incorporated Plexus right into that. Okay? So if you're not there yet, start at the foundation and start letting people know who you are consistently. What are your passions? What do you like? And stay present, stay on, keep that light on. Basically, I hear all the time, I'm not good at selling. I don't know if I could get on my page and sell things. Good, don't. What we do at Plexus is share things, okay? Good friends share things. I get on Facebook or Instagram all the time, and I'm going to tell somebody my best find at Target, right? Chelsea shared today that she bought a swimsuit. She saw me, and then Xander liked it. She's going to buy it. Krista already has it, right? What does that do? It's the ripple effect. That's what network marketing is. You share what you love, and you get paid for it. It's pretty cool. So just share out of your heart. If you're brand new, you don't have to like the products. You don't have to have a testimony. Tell people, hey, I just did a thing. Who wants to do it with me? And share somebody else's testimony, okay? I really encourage people to start off right off the bat. I did not do that. I regret not doing that. All of our stories are different. We have to follow the timing the Lord has for us. But if you're like, hey, I'm ready to do this thing, I at least want my products to be paid for, I want to have a business, then I just encourage you, as soon as you sign up, make a post about it. Say, hey, I just did something. I trusted my friend Morgan. She says that these gut health products are going to change whatever, XYZ, and this is what I want to look in. I'll keep you guys posted. Who wants to do it with me? Or whatever. You're inviting them into your story, and then your picture of your mailbox, or you by your mailbox. Stock in the mailbox, because I can't wait to have these amazing health supplements. The more personal you make it, the more traction you're going to get, okay? So I know that right off the bat, it's super uncomfortable. Guys, I was never a selfie girl. Never. I didn't want to take pictures by myself, like even on the other side of the camera. I wanted my husband to be in it with me, or my kids to be in it with me. But the truth is, people are following you for a reason, and they want to see you. Another great thing to do is follow other people who are doing really are sharing successfully, and kind of imitate what they do and put your own spin on it, okay? We don't want to be a copycat, a carbon copy of somebody else. We want to make it our own, but there is a lot of beauty in learning from people who have gone before us and have really big followings. So you might be saying, who has a big following? Who should I follow in the Plexus world? Great. I'm glad you asked. Well, you have a couple people right here on Team Revive that you can follow if you aren't already. Lane Loftus has a ginormous Instagram. She shares super genuine. Krista Deary, right? Leanna Hall has really catchy, clever things. Those are great people to learn from. There are thousands of you. Jenna, I'm going to butcher your last name, but she's one of my dearest friends. Dee Trelelzi, I don't know. I'm looking at my husband like, help me. But she is she makes her own graphics, and she has a really pretty Instagram. Chelsea DeSchmidt. I could go on and on and on with Team Revive people, but specifically Plexus Diamonds, or at least Jewels. Jen Cobb, she has a great Instagram following, and she went Emerald, and now she's Diamond. She went super quickly. Marianne Anderson is just the queen of Instagram. So if Instagram is your niche, I highly suggest to follow Marianne Anderson. Abby Kappa, amazing. Emily Gibson and Brooke Hemingway. Guys, if you don't know Brooke Hemingway, just go ahead and write that name down. She herself took her account to Double Diamond, and now she's taken her husband's account to Diamond. She is a triple diamond, okay? And she's going for his second leg too. So she knows a thing or two about attraction marketing, about Plexus. She herself has a medical background, fitness background. Her husband also medical doctor. So they know their stuff. Follow them. Emily Roberts. I hope you guys have paper and a pen and you're taking notes, or your phone or computer or whatever. But I am recording it, so we can always go back if you're missing anything. Emily Roberts has a great following, and she's a little bit of, I'm giving you a bunch of different personalities as well, because I like to follow them all because I'm not like any of them, and you just kind of can piece it together and say, oh, that was a really good thing she just did. I think I might want to do something like that. And then of course, Lauren Thomas, our brand new youngest Emerald, has a really great social media presence both on Facebook and Instagram. So use other people's graphics, guys. We are one Plexus. We share graphics. If graphics is not your niche, it's okay. Totally okay for that not to be your thing. You can go on Instagram, and our Facebook pages have different graphics. You might want to type something in or type in graphics. I love to go to Momentum Makers, is our business-minded Team Revive page, or holler at some of us and ask us, hey, where do you have graphics? But save graphics. So one of my favorite things to do is when you're following all of these people that you're watching is, if you have an iPhone, you can just screenshot it. I bet all phones screenshot, but specifically iPhones, they screenshot, right? And you can have a folder on your phone that says Plexus Graphics. And you can save those in your back pocket for whenever you want to utilize them, okay? So I strongly encourage you to do that. Now here's a social media tip. It's not necessarily the best thing to do it all on the same day. So that's why I like to have a saved folder. So, you know, Kristen and I have a lot of the same friends. A lot of the same friends, a lot of the same people, a lot of the same followings, right? So save it for a later date, right? Post it a week later, post it a couple days later, so people aren't seeing, oh, the Plexus girls are all sharing the exact same thing. It must be one of those things. No, we want them to feel like this is such a natural sharing thing. And if we're sharing all the same graphic on the same, continuing to give you tips on how to share this effectively and not feel too pushy or too salesy. One of the biggest compliments and the best things I hear from people that follow me are, I love the way you just share. You know you really believe in this because you just share from your heart and you're not pushing it on anybody, okay? But I really do hustle a lot. And I want people to have these products and these supplements, but my heart is genuine and pure, and I'm trying to do it from a real place. So all these tips, take them, make them your own. What you don't want to do is post a spammy photo, okay? I could probably pull up some of my very first posts and think, guys, I've done it the wrong way. It's okay. I'm right there with you. If you're thinking, oh my goodness, I've done some of these things, it's okay. Totally okay. We're going to make mistakes, and we're real people. People probably look at me and think, if Morgan Johnson can do this, I can do it too, right? So don't be afraid to post the wrong thing. I think that holds people back from posting because they're like, I don't know if I can do it like Morgan or like Lane or like Deborah. That's okay. Post like you, because people will start catching on. You're a real person too. You love the supplements as much as Morgan does, or as whoever does, and they're going to want to join you and link arms with you. So stay consistent, build credibility in their eyes. They're going to know, okay, people who have been watching me for a long time are just now jumping on board. That's okay, right? We want them to know Morgan believes in these products. The products do work, and the company does work, by the way. I know both of those things, tried and true. So get that belief down inside of you. And so when you're posting, you're not thinking, oh my gosh, what are people thinking of you? It's okay what they think about you, because they don't know about these products and how amazing they are. They don't know about this company and how they can be. I'm literally sitting in a brand new minivan because of this company. I'm going to go to Hawaii because of this company. So for a long time, that's what I told myself. When somebody might misjudge me, it's okay. I would just say, you know what? They don't know my heart yet. They don't know how much I really believe in this company and how much these supplements can help them. And that's okay. Their timing will come around, and they'll watch how I stay consistent with these products, because I really do love them. And they really did change my everyday life. And it really can change their everyday life. So I continue to share. And the longer that you do that, the more credibility you're going to have. So I want you guys to go in your mind for a minute. and think of the person that you want to join your team. Okay? Think of that runner that you want to come to your team. What do you your perfect potential scenario? I want you to think of that, and I want you to think, do I match that? Would someone want to come in and link arms with me and run this business with me? Would they want to take, would I trust myself with these supplements? And if the answer is no, then the first step is to work on yourself. What can we do better? How can we change a little bit? Okay. So, and when I say that, I don't mean become a different person. I mean, believe in yourself, because you don't have to be me. You don't have to be Brooke Hemingway. You can do this. I promise you that. I have seen, one of my biggest belief builders was going to events, but it wasn't anything like, this person just said something amazing. This is what it was. Seeing that there was every size, shape, gender, young, old person there that had ranked a jewel status. It doesn't matter if you're a woman or a man. It doesn't matter if you're 18 or if you're 80. You can do this. It doesn't matter if you're super duper crunchy. Like, and if you don't know what crunchy means, it's okay, I didn't either. But it doesn't matter if you eat kale and zero sugar, or if you just came out of a life of chips and Diet Coke. It doesn't matter. Invite people in your journey and watch people join you, okay? There are real people just like you everywhere that want to join you and that need our products or need our business. So social media is simply just inviting people into your journey. If you're held up on graphics, share, copy graphics, utilize our graphics. By that, I mean there are amazing Instagram story graphics already right there at our fingertips. They're there for us to share. If I write a post that you really like, take it and make it your own. Change it a little bit. Post it a couple days later. Great. That's what we're here for, okay? If it's a testimony, simply ask somebody, hey, your testimony is amazing. Can I share this? So get permission from them, and we can share one another's testimonies. Right on Team Revive, there is a little picture or somewhere where it says, hey, our stories. And there are a couple stories under there already written and ready for you to use. So that's what we're here for. We have a team ready to help one another out, and but make it your own. I say y'all, I live in North Carolina now. I have 4 young kids. So if you don't have all those things, change the wording a little bit. Make it sound like you, but if you're like, man, Morgan just took the words right out of my mouth, copy and paste and make it sound like you and utilize it. That's what we're here for. Let's see here. Traction posts. There are a bunch of different traction posts. You might have, if you follow me, you probably saw the one I posted last night, kind of on a whim. It just said, hey, if I paid your Plexus membership, would you want to try these products out for 60 days? It got insane amount of traction. All of our audiences are a little bit different. So the traction posts can range from anything, but a couple different ideas that I've done before. I don't know if I've ever done the coffee one, but I've definitely seen it done. How do you like to drink your coffee? And there's a couple different pictures, or maybe you're holding your coffee and do you like it black, whatever. You give them numbers to choose from. Another one that I've used before is, hey, I have an almost 2-year-old. When did you potty train your child? Decoration tips. Guys, even if you don't really care, but you have like 2 different clocks or rugs or different options for something you're decorating, for some reason, household decoration tips like go crazy. So I just moved into a new house, and I would say that for sure the most response I've ever got is simply showing my house off. But that is one thing that you can do, is just ask people their opinion. They love to get it, but make it a short and sweet answer, right? So if you have the coffee cups, you have like one that looks black, one that looks dark brown, one that looks something, and then one that looks white, right? So they're saying, how do you like your coffee? And you choose like 1 to 4. All they have to type in is a number. So don't make it a question where they have to give you their whole life story. You probably won't get as many people. The potty training question. Hey, when did you guys potty train your kids? Do you have any tips? They have the option to give their tips, but they can simply just say, mine were 2 years old, mine were 4 years old, or whatever the answer is. It's short, sweet, boom, right? We're in a rush society. People don't want to like pour out their whole life to you, but they'll totally stop, and they love to give their opinion. So use traction questions, and they don't have to be Plexus at all. You're simply seeing who watches your page when you post those things. So when I posted that thing that was Plexus last night, hey, who would try Plexus out for 60 days if I paid your membership? A lot of people who posted on there, I had zero idea they were interested in Plexus at all. I didn't even know they watched my page. So traction posts help you see who's watching, who's interested, and then you have a potential to go back and pour into their lives too, which is another great point. You have to be social on social media, okay? Go into your friends' feeds and comment on their stuff like you care. Be someone who cares, right? You don't want somebody who, you know, you're just a taker. People want somebody who's also going to be a giver. So if somebody just had a baby, go and comment. Congratulations, right? So happy for you. If every day, go and wish people happy birthday. That is like one of the easiest IPA things that you can do, is simply log in every day, go to your calendar, click on birthdays, and wish everyone whose birthday it is a happy birthday. Make it as heartfelt as you want, or as simple as happy birthday, but show up in their feeds. You have to be social on social media. The same thing with Instagram. That's why I say I do stories every day. Sometimes they're really long and I invite you into everything in my day, and other times they're short and sweet. But I show up all the time, and people are seeing my face consistently. You might be curious, like, when is a good peak time for posting? I'm not the best person to ask that, because I really don't care. If I feel like something's bubbling in my spirit, I'm going to post it, whether it's 2 a.m., 2 p.m., I don't care. But they do say that the most, I'm going to give you the answer, but I'm going to tell you that if it's something from your heart and you feel like you're pouring into people, people are going to pay attention to it. Traction posts, they'll usually go back to it. But the most trafficky time on social media is like when people wake up, they grab their phone, they scroll through. Okay, so morning times, lunchtime, because they're on a break, they're sitting there eating, they're probably scrolling through their phone. Dinner time and bedtime, because right before people go to bed, they're going to go through, they're going to scroll again. So those are great times to like post right when you wake up, post right before lunchtime, post right before dinner time, post right before bedtime. Choose one of those times to post, and typically that's going to be a really great time when people start to look at your stuff. I know that a lot of things that I've been sharing are scary. It's like, where do I even begin? I felt that way 4 years ago, probably 3.5, when I actually started doing the business. For me, I just said, I'm going to do this thing. I'm going to do it, and I'm going to post once a day, no matter what people think of me, and I'm not going to look back. And I'm going to see where this thing goes. Okay, so by the end of that year, I was making like $18,000. And I know that's like, for some of you who are like, Emerald, I know that's not my Emerald pay. But for me, it was such a side hobby that I was like, you know what? Those people opinions of me, they're not paying me this money. And I really like these supplements, and I really like to have some extra spending money. And I'm going to keep going. And that's what you guys need to think, is it is scary, and it's okay. You're going to be awkward sometimes. That's okay. I promise. Try it. It's okay if you fail. Pick yourself right back up. Do it again. And really, there is zero wrong way to post on social media. There is zero wrong way to be you. I encourage you to be loving, to be genuine, to be a giver, and to be consistent. And if you do those things, you're going to find your tribe, people who connect to your niches, to your passions, and they're going to start to join you. Which, what happens when people come to you and they're like, okay, I'm interested in Plexus, right? So now you got people following your posts, and you're posting well, and you're sharing raw and vulnerable, and you're just letting people into your life, and now they see you like Plexus, you've started on Plexus, and what's next? Info page. Guys, the info page. I told Krista, I'm going to talk about the info page tonight because I honestly think it is one of the best tools that we have in our toolbox. Lane and Krista mainly run the info page, and every once in a while, all of us will pop on there and help them out. But they have this tool for us to use. So some of you guys that are brand new, you don't have to know anything. I know that that's like the scary thing, right? What if I start sharing and I don't know all the details about Plexus? Guys, almost 4 years in and still don't know all the details to Plexus. Still don't know all the things business or why I get paid when I get paid, but I like getting paid. I'm telling you some of my personality here. But so you don't have to know it all. It's okay to not know it all. The info page is what I plugged everyone in. That year I told you that I posted and I didn't look back. I posted when people commented that they wanted to know more. I would plug them into the info page and I would set up a three-way with Krista. That is how I grew my business for that entire first year I decided to do the business. So October, I think it was November 2016, when I first started posting, I posted consistently and I would add them to the info page as soon as they were interested. I wouldn't ask them. I would say, hey girl, I'm so glad that you're interested in these products. I'm going to add you to our info page because I don't know a whole lot yet. And it has all the information and testimonies you could ever want. Check it out and I'll check back in with you to see what you think and what questions you might have. So then they can search anything they want there. PCOS, thyroid, gut health, sugar, blood sugar balance, whatever they want to search, they can do it right there in the info page. Plus, we have info page parties or testimonies or things that pop on their live all the time. So it's going to start going through their feed. Okay, I want to back up for a second. I wanted to just say that I did say I add them. I don't ask them, I add them. I tell them that I'm going to add them. I add them and I send them the link. So it gives them the freedom to accept the invite, to go into all of that. I just let them know I'm doing it instead of asking for permission so they can take themselves out of it if they need to. But anyway, so I just add them and they have the freedom to accept, to stay on, or to get off. And then once they're on, they're on. And the info page parties are perfect to open the conversation, right? Hey, my team is having an info page party and I know that you would really benefit from Plexus. Do you want to come and be my guest? Boom. You know, people want to support you. They want to join a party like that. They're at home anyways. 90%, I'll say 90% because there might be 10% that says no. 90% they're like, sure, add me, right? So you're getting people to add. This is a great, like it's Tuesday, from now till Thursday, I would send out as many messages as you can saying, hey, my team's having an info page party or a wellness event on Thursday night on our info page. Would you like to be my guest? Or I would love for you to be my guest. Do you want to join? End in that question. And then I send them the link to the info page party, which the post on Team Revive has that link right there. You can just copy and paste it right into your message. So you can invite them on the info page, but they can also click on that link and ask to be a member. Okay? So 2 ways for them to join. Send them the link or invite them, but I do both. I invite them and I send them the link. So when they click on the link, they go right to that party. All the people who say yes, on Thursday, I'm going to touch base with them again around evening time and say, hey, I'm so glad you're joining us tonight. Maybe pop the link in there again if they need it, if you've been chatting or something, and say, it's going to be right here. We're going to kick off at 9 p.m. Eastern. And then the day after, on Friday, I check in and I say, hey, did you have a chance to join us? If you know that they did, just say, hey, thanks so much for joining us. Are there any questions I can answer? Can I help you with anything? And move forward from there. But once you're adding people there, they're there. And so people are struggling with things that you don't even know about. My very best friend was struggling hormonally and emotionally, and she didn't share the depths of her issue, but she was searching that info page, okay? You don't know what people are going to start searching, or what they're going to see that, you know, they might not tell you that they have IBS, but they see someone's testimony that goes up, they have IBS, and they're like, oh, I didn't know it could help that. So they're just seeing certain posts about energy or whatever your testimony is, but they might struggle with something completely different, and they're going to see all that information on the info page party. The giveaways are there for you. The parties are being done for you. It is a beautiful, beautiful tool. So promote them personally, invite them there, send them the link, and it's a super, super easy door to just like say, hey, this is what's happening on Thursday night, and I would love for you to join me. So that's pretty much it about social media. If you guys have questions, I have not paid attention to the chat at all. If you know where the chat is and you have a question, let me know. If you're new kind of to the business, we have Team Revive, we have Momentum Makers, which is our business-minded group, and then we also have different messenger threads that you can join, but you are welcome to all of it. So I love that this business is so easy. I love that we can do it from anywhere. Sitting in my car, I didn't make it home. I thought I was going to be home at like 7. I was going to be prepared with my light and ready and waiting for you. Thank goodness my notes were on my phone, and I just forwarded them to my husband's phone. But you guys can do this. And social media, don't make it overcomplicated. Do it scared. You guys can do it. I promise. And the info page party Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. Invite all your friends. It's going to be awesome. It's a wellness event. There's going to be a couple lives and some posts. And then we're going to do something really special at the end. I don't know if I'm allowed to tell you, but there's a fun treat coming at the end of the party. So if there aren't any questions, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Thank you guys so much for spending the night with me and bearing with me with all this craziness. Jeanette, great question. The link to the info page party is on a post in Team Revive that says info page party. The very beginning says this is going down or something on Thursday night. I will tag you in it. If anybody needs help finding it, I'll tag Jeanette, and then it should pop to the top of Team Revive. You guys are rock stars and have been adding tons of people, and so that Team Revive page is blowing up with newbies. I love it. I'm super proud of you guys. July has been amazing. We're going to end strong. We still have a good portion at the end of this month, so I can't wait to see all y'all's posts. If you have any questions, just message me on Messenger or something. I love y'all. I'm going to go ahead and pray to close it out, and we'll end the night. God, we just thank you so much for who you are, God. And I just pray for each person on this Zoom. God, I pray for their businesses. I pray for their heart. I just bless them for taking time in their businesses to pour into themselves and to learn more and to train themselves and equip themselves in this business. I pray favor on each person's business, and that you would bless our night, bless our homes in Jesus' name. Amen. All right, y'all, be blessed.